Hey, happy Sunday. I want to talk to you about how to budget during times of crisis. So, I think that there are kind of three different ways to go about this, and you'll probably categorize yourself in one of three ways. So, the first is you are now unemployed. First, I want you to go check out the blog that I posted a couple weeks ago. It's got a lot of great tips in terms of what to do next if you're unemployed. The most important piece is to protect your four walls. So your four walls are what you should budget for and pay for first. It's food for your family, utilities, housing, and then transportation. So those are the four things that you have to make sure that you cover first, and that's the order in which you need to do them. Everything outside of that is just a bonus. So if you're unemployed, that's what you need to critically manage first. Okay, second group of people are those that are just maybe feeling a little bit nervous about the economy. They're not sure if their job is going to be there in another 6 to 8 weeks. Maybe it's in an industry that's just more entertainment focused, or like restaurant industries, right? The places that we're frequenting less right now. Perhaps your hours has been cut at work. You're still employed though. For you, this is what I want you to do. I want you to trim your expenses. Skinny it up a little bit. What can you cut out? What can you cut out? What can you trim down? How can you save a little bit more money in your budget? If you are, lost the word. If you are paying extra on your debt, I want you to pause that. If you're making extra retirement contributions, I want you to pause that. So I just want you to skinny it up a little bit and put all of that extra money that you have towards a savings account. Just like save for the rainy day. It could get rainier for you. Maybe it doesn't. I hope it doesn't. But if it does, I want you to feel protected and have what you need in your savings account. The third group of people are those that still find themselves gainfully employed. They're busier than ever. They're not in an industry that is shook by this economic and COVID crisis. I need you to stick to your budget. I need you to keep paying your debt, and I need you to spend locally. So that food budget that you have, that entertainment, the gifting, I need you to go spend it in your local community. I want you to tip generously and just give freely. Like $20 tips, do it. Buying from your local restaurant that you've never tried their food before, do it. Like, get creative and get out there and spend locally, and do spend. So those are the three ways that I would go about budgeting if I were in one of those three situations right now. Lastly, if I haven't convinced you to have an emergency savings account, or this crisis hasn't convinced you to, I don't know what will. Having an emergency savings is so critical in kind of giving you peace of mind and time in order to let the storm pass for you to get back on your feet. So if you don't have one right now, get a little scrappy and try to get some make some savings for yourself. So 3 to 6 months is our ultimate goal of emergency savings, kind of depending on what kind of person you are, whether you really like to stockpile. Maybe you're going to be on the other end of 6 months. If you're like, I just want the minimum, you're going to be on the 3-month side of things. So kind of depending on what your expenses are, and like whether or not during a time of crisis or time of unemployment, would you be doing all your traditional things? Maybe it's a little trimmer budget anyway. So 3 to 6 months is ultimately what you want in your emergency savings account. I hope you are well. I hope you are safe. And I know that I owe you a big, tiny update for March and April. I'm still not exactly sure what I want to tell you in it. I'm struggling with that a little bit. So it'll come soon. I promise. I will see you soon.